A consistently working performer since childhood, Jena Malone doesn't usually show up in the gossip rags. She typically lets her solid work speak for itself, having starred in excellent movies such as Contact, Into the Wild, Saved, Stepmom, and the Hunger Games franchise. Here are 10 things you probably didn't know about Jena Malone. She lived in 27 different places by the age of 9. Despite her current success, Malone had a challenging upbringing. Her father, Edward Burge, was a general manager at a casino where her mother, Debbie Malone, worked as a cashier. They had an affair, leading to her birth in November 1984. Despite being already married with kids, Edward chose not to be part of her life initially. Despite his absence, she was raised by her mother and her girlfriend. Her mom struggled with money, and as a result, she lived in 27 different places by the age of 9. She told the Daily Beast, "We were just so poor. We'd hop out of apartments, lose jobs, find a cheaper place, get kicked out, live in cars, and live in hotels. It was glorious." Malone appreciates the unique experiences, noting that it prepared her for the unconventional lifestyle of an actor. She believes that her childhood taught her that security comes from within, not just from having a stable home. She landed her first role at age 10. Jena Malone decided she wanted to be an actor at the age of 5. She started with Michael Jackson's childhood music video and a role in Chicago Hope. However, her career took a significant turn with Bastard Out of Carolina, a challenging film tackling issues of physical and sexual abuse. Even as a 10-year-old, Malone was deeply moved by the impactful and important story. Despite the mature nature of her first major role, she preferred meaningful storytelling over commercial auditions, finding them dehumanizing. Her commitment to storytelling led her to a successful film career, earning her acclaim and award nominations for her breakout role and continuing for over 28 years. She turned down The Parent Trap 3 times. The Parent Trap is a beloved movie. Hallie Parker and Annie James had every kid of the late 90s with divorced parents believing that they too could miraculously get their parents back together. Over 1,500 young actors auditioned for the identical twin sisters, and Jena Malone was one of the favorites among casting directors. However, she was reluctant to accept the part. She told AV Club in 2014, "I turned down Parent Trap like 3 times. The role was ultimately filled by Lindsay Lohan." While Malone turned down the opportunity to star in this iconic film, she found success through other avenues. She created her own instrument. Besides acting, Malone is a talented musician who creates her own instruments. The shoe, as she tells it, is a one-woman instrument, built out of an old steamer truck. She told Kelly Clarkson, "We play on street corners, rooftops, girls' bathrooms, that kind of thing." Her scenes were cut from Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Malone was initially hyped to appear in Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, but her scenes were cut from the theatrical release. However, thanks to an extended release of the film, we are able to catch a glimpse of her scenes as Star Labs scientist Janet Clyburn. She sued her mother for mismanaging her earnings. At just 14, Malone claimed her mother squandered over $1 million on personal expenses and failed business schemes. She successfully petitioned for emancipation to take control of her career and finances. Her mother admitted to taking poor advice and regretted the situation. Despite the legal separation, they worked to repair their relationship, and in 2018, Malone shared a sweet photo of herself and her new child with her mother and revealed that she and her mom are now living together. She wrote, "She helped and supported me through one of the hardest transitions I've ever been through." She took a year off from Hollywood. After completing the film Saved, Malone decided to take a break from Hollywood to focus on personal growth. In an interview with Movie Marker, she explained that she left acting to learn how to be a human in my own way and enrolled in a small community college in Tahoe to study photography. Living in the mountain town exposed her to a different lifestyle where people lived paycheck to paycheck but traveled the world. Describing the experience as enlivening, she spent a year focused on self-discovery. She shaved her head, didn't shower much, shoveled snow, attended college, and embraced a simpler life. She emphasized the importance of taking time for personal growth, stating that constantly working as an actor isn't the wisest choice. She highlighted the value of watching, listening, learning, and the quiet moments, emphasizing that genuine insights about being human are not found in celebrity status. She took part in a photographic exhibit for charity. She's not just an actress and a musician, she's also a photographer. In 2014, she showcased her photography skills on a solo trip to Myanmar. She visited temples, captured landscapes, and worked with Girl Determined, an organization that aims to help girls who may be in poverty or at risk of HIV, trafficking, neglect, and abuse. She met with some of the girls through the program and took remarkable photos. Returning from her trip, Malone organized an exhibition titled The Holy Other at LA's MoMA Gallery in November 2014. The exhibition featured 39 prints shot on 35mm film and benefited Girl Determined. She performed stand-up for the first time in 2023. In July 2023, Malone shared a personal achievement on Twitter. She revealed that stand-up comedy had long been a fear for her, but she decided to face it by performing her first real show at the Federal Bar in North Hollywood. Despite not updating her followers on the outcome, fans wished her luck, expressing confidence in her abilities. Given her natural stage presence and extensive career, there's anticipation that stand-up comedy might become her latest pursuit, but only time will reveal her next steps. She came out as pansexual in 2022. In August 2022, Malone shared a personal revelation with her Instagram followers. She expressed feeling like a heterosexual man in a woman's body. She went on to say that she wasn't doing herself or her story justice by limiting herself to these feelings and that she was learning a new way to tell her story. In her post, she continued, finding words that feel more right to explore in my telling. Pensexuality, sapiosexuality, polyamory, a fuller spectrum of understanding that my story is demanding of me. Not long afterward, she spoke with The Hollywood Reporter about coming out as pansexual. She said, "It felt so nice. I've been thinking about it for a while. The sexual journey is so beautiful." Later, she admitted to feeling a little bit late to the game, but that it's a part of humanity now to have all these ceremonies of exclamation around coming out and renouncing an identity and celebrating that space for yourself. It's a really sweet, human experience. Malone says that her family has been extremely supportive of her and that, as she was raised by two moms, has a queer sister and a heterosexual father, she gets to experience the whole spectrum.